G'day, mate, and welcome back to Captain Mystery with me, Judy. In our last episode, we made a breakthrough. We made a couple of breakthroughs, actually. We got up the final construction parts number 4. Also, we got up the next tier of research, being the research pack 3, the red one. Also, we made a breakthrough. We made a breakthrough on the right-hand side. We now have a more direct route out to the rim of the crater where we start dumping stuff in the sea. So there was a lot of breakthroughs in the last episode, which means today I want to tackle research. We've got a whole bunch of things on the left-hand side of the screen that I've been ignoring mostly because, well, I wanted to sort of go through them one by one as we unlock them, and we actually put them good use. And now that we're in the crater, we're semi-stable in the crater, we have some farms and a little bit of production up on the surface. Well, also, we're trying to clear a whole bunch of areas so we can try to move the town down into the crater. That's a whole separate issue. I want to go through the research. The research that's been stacking out for a long time. Also, with the new research unlocked, I want to get some new research done. So, yeah, today's going to be about more breakthroughs. Anyway, with the plan out of the way, I need to ask the most important question of all, and that is, can I borrow like? Can I borrow like? I just like to borrow like. That's all I'd like to do. Just borrow like. If you're not happy, you didn't enjoy the video, by all means, you can have your like back. At the same time, I'm going to remind you that if you're late to the series, there is the very first link of the description. There is, well, the playlist. You can go back and, well, play catch up. See how we moved into the crater, see what we've had to deal with to get into the crater, and also, well, leave your like on previous videos. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get into today's video. As always, at the start of every episode, I like to thank those that go above and beyond, those that have chosen to support the channel to keep the dream alive. And today, we're going to be thanking one of our breakthrough trucks, Mr. Tommy Boy PDX Games. From the name itself, I can tell you that his name is Tommy. He's probably a boy. He's into games, being a gamer, and I still have no idea what PDX stands for. But thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy, for choosing to become a YouTube member. Thank you for choosing to support the channel. We are going to deal with many things today. All right. First off, who, what, huh? Okay, you guys. All right, you guys have finished digging through to there. I want to give you a side task of I want this unlocked. I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, well, look, we could get a ramp from A to B fairly easily. And if I get a ramp A to B, we could have a direct route here, which should save the trucks driving all the way around. On top of that, what I really would like to do is I'd like to knock out the side of this. Just move it over a couple more tiles so we have a little bit more room down here. And of course, to do that, I'm going to end up removing this ramp. So we're going to bring them over here. And we're going to have them hopefully dig out this. This is set to fill, yes. And we're going to turn you off. In fact, I'm going to go one better, I think. I'm just going to remove you. We're definitely going to turn off as well. Yeah, you're going to drop material in there. Can we remove you as well? All right, we're going to remove both those problems. Hopefully that solves that. All right. First thing I want to do is I want to swap over our oil sources. So currently we have this balancer here. This balancer here, which is saying this is the priority, which is the oil from our contract, which is good. We actually haven't been using, where are we? This oil. We haven't been using this oil in ages. In fact, I paused it when it's fully full, and it's still fully full, which means we're just not using that oil. So what I want to do is I want to change the priority to this pipe, which means we're going to bring in oil from this balancer, which now means this pipe's active, which also means this pipe's active, which goes all the way around our map, onto this pipe, all the way around here, because I want these guys pumping. I really want these guys pumping. They're not pumping. We're going to turn you off and turn you off, because I really want these guys empty. Why are they not pumping? I just set the priority in. All right, I don't know, but unless I boop it that one. No, that is the priority. It's working. Okay, the pipe is now working. And if I click on this pipe is now working perfectly. Also means there's a chance this pipe might work for this ship. I would prefer it if we didn't use this ship at all, so I'm going to pause you. Also, I didn't do it. I'm going to do it now. We're going to turn you on fuel saver. It'll cut the amount of diesel we use from 180 down to 126, but it also means that when the ship leaves, it takes 6 months for it to go complete the contract and come back. It's a little bit longer, but considering we're just not using the oil fast enough, if we look at the contract on the size ship we have, a 4 module, is 1320, and crude. That one. Per year, I'm only using that amount. So as long as I can complete that trade once a year, we're good. So we're going to save ourselves some diesel because we can. All right, so that was the first thing I want to do. Second thing I want to do is limestone. We have, 3 diggy boys and 3 trucks up here, and we're using a lot less limestone at the top of the map. So I'm going to pull one guy off here and one guy off here, and, oh gosh. Where are you going with that limestone? You found somewhere to dump it? Great. We're going to assign them into copper, because copper's not doing great, honestly. Copper's struggling, because now we're making electronics and electronics 2. Well, we're burning through copper a lot faster than we were previously. Also, at the same time, I'm really hoping that I can put a bucket here. Yeah, I should be able to get a bucket in there. Okay, we're going to do a quick change up of some of this stuff, just because I don't mind having a bigger storage for electronics. Can I change you up? You get to remove. You get to go. No, not like that. You up. Oh, that's one more tile away. Can I? Okay, box would go here. Potentially can move the box out one more tile. The belt out one more tile, and then I can make that turn. Okay, we're going to cut that, which is not a problem at all, because, you know, it's only for electronics. Electronics are not at all important and not at all used for maintenance. We're going to remove that. We're going to bring you out here, up, and then into there. We're going to remove that. You need both those and that, and remove you with the power of uni, and the box is empty, and we're going to put you here. Yes, okay, build that, delete that, and put a belt there and a belt there. Okay, bigger box. I like bigger boxes. I'd like to do the same for mechanical parts, but I just can't see that. Oh, maybe it can fit. Actually, it can fit. All right, fine. We've done one of them. Can I get steel around? No, I can't get steel around. You will add that to Jetty's wish list for later. Okay, so that's one thing I want to do. Next thing I want to do is nowhere to dump products. Really? You're meant to dump to that tower, which dumps to those buckets. Okay, you need to directly dump to those buckets. To there. We good? Okay, we're good. All right, so back to digging our hill. Great. All right. Undigging our hill. I also want to pull one guy off here and one guy off here and send them over to iron, because iron's having the same issue. We're now consuming a lot more, which means I need to mine a lot more, an awful lot more. And I'm again trying to, both with the copper and with the iron, I'm trying to cut sort of here, where if I need to expand things out, they're sort of going to run into, well, the ore. So I'm trying to dig out that ore first. It does mean we're traveling a little bit further, which is less than ideal, but it is what it is. Okay, so that done, that done. All right, next thing on my list is poop. All important poop. So we are consuming 122 clean water. We're consuming whatever in the way of clean water. It doesn't really matter. But we're outputting 122 wastewater. 122 of the 160 recipe means 120 over 160 means you're running at 3/4 capacity. Which means the 24 sludge we're putting out multiplied by 0.75 means I'm outputting 18 sludge. You only process 18 sludge, which means that belt is going to eventually back up. Before it backs up with poop, because that's never good, we're going to build in our next aromatherapy digester, which puts out aromatherapy into the room. Yes, very, very smelly aromatherapy, but aromatherapy nonetheless. So I want to get you done. I also, it's also going to provide more compost, which compost is being dumped right here in this, green patch. And a lot of people have asked, can you still dump compost in this, dump compost? And the answer is, of course, yes. As we can see, we have grass here, but these darker green patches are actually compost. So there's a little splash of compost there, some there, and a decent amount over here, so on and so forth. So I can turn my compost, right-click on you. I can turn compost with some gravel into dirt and have twice the amount of dirt, but I don't really have a problem with dirt. I have a problem with not enough trucks and too many things to move. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave that like that, and this little area that I have set up for trees, well, set up for probably farming, we're going to temporarily turn it into trees. Can I get buildings for vehicles? I want a forestry control tower, and we're going to dump you right there. No, wrong button. Area. There to there. I want to throw down some trees, but for that I need a tree planter. Now, I have a tree planter over here, except he's assigned to this tower, so he's only going to do this area. What we're going to do is we're going to unassign him, and then hopefully, well, actually, realistically, he will just go to wherever he can plant trees as soon as he wakes up. Wake up. Move there. Wake up. Hello? Oh. Build the tower, JD. Okay, Mr. Tree Planter. Hey! So he's going to go over there and plant trees. The problem is our saplings are over here. So what I want to do is I want to set this box to empty, so it actually forces saplings out of this box. And I want to pop over here, and we're going to put down a storage, a small storage right here, and we're going to assign saplings. Yes. And we're going to have you be import saplings from there. So he should hopefully grab saplings from this box. The catch is the saplings are, well, the catch is he's not actually assigned to this tower. He's now wandering randomly around the map doing whatever he feels like. Yes. So I'm hoping he gets saplings from here, but I actually have no idea for sure. And we're going to turn that off. Yeah, I don't know if I want that on or off. That's what makes things difficult. We're going to find out, I guess. Hopefully... Oh, somebody's picked up some. Okay, hopefully we can get them over here before he runs out. 1 of 8. Yep. No, he's going to run all the way back across the map. All right. Research is finished. So, research. Before we go through our existing research, we've unlocked the next tier of research. So here I now need to pick a number of things. There are a number of important things I want to get my hands on. One is obviously going to be the mega diggies. Mega diggies, it sounds very, very fun and very, very helpful. So I'm going to put that at the top of the research. Next thing I'd probably want is probably going to be vehicle management plus 20. Oh, we'll get it. You know, but we're going to probably want that eventually, sooner or later. Next on my list is actually going to be the cargo depot. Okay, the cargo depot 6. I'd really like to get the next version of cargo depots in, because then I can actually plan out my docks. Because the 6 upgrades to an 8, whereas a 4 doesn't upgrade to a 6. So I want to put down 6s so I know exactly the spacing I need, and then from there I can go nuts. Other research, there's lots of other research. It's like I'd really like better power. The high pressure turbine 2 and the low pressure turbine 2 are no more efficient or better than the original turbines. The only thing that it does give you is the power generator. The power generator, this particular one here, has it turns 0.83 of mechanical energy into electricity. So it's like 83% efficient, whereas the, these ones, for every 3 megawatts of mechanical power, you get 2 megawatts worth of electricity. So these only have a efficiency rating of like 0.66. So it is more efficient. So then you end up burning less coal, less fuel to make steam to then make electricity. Okay, so I wouldn't mind having that research as well, especially as power is, we're getting very close to that 36, very close to that 36, and as I keep expanding things, adding more things, blah 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 blah, we're gonna get even closer. Another thing I probably wouldn't mind, well, another one is gonna be statue of maintenance. So statue of maintenance, when we build one of these, we plug in some fuel gas in the back of it, it burns a little flame, and when that's happening, we reduce the island-wide maintenance by 4%. For the first one. When we build a second one, it reduces the island-wide maintenance by 2% for a total of 6. When we build a third one, it adds another 1% on there for 7%, and a fourth one, it adds 0.5% for 7.5%, so on and so forth. I wouldn't mind that either. Yeah, they're very expensive. 200 construction parts, 400 concrete, 300 iron, steel, and 1,000 copper. But I wouldn't mind 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, tree planter, you can just stay on our screen. Oop. Cool. You are working as I'd hoped. Excellent. All right. So we should be able to plant this fairly quickly. It's set to, well, cut after 12 years. Not that we're cutting any trees currently because I'm still trying to empty these boxes, which 2 more are ready to go. Delete and delete. Okay. And we're going to set you to off as well because I don't want to fill this up just yet. I'd like to move the box outright. Off. Thank you. Okay. All right. Research. Okay, no, one more thing. Ship. Mr. Shippy Shippy. We've done a couple of items worth of research. We can give you a ship bridge number 3, which is going to raise our battle score up slightly. Also give us a bit more radar range. So if I go and visit, say here, I can now see 2 tiles past there with the extra, well, with the better bridge. On top of that, we also got the fuel tank. So I can, whoop, cancel. I can store an extra 40 units worth of diesel, which will let us get it out a little bit further. It is going to be a very expensive upgrade, but I want to get the upgrade done. Also, back into research, there is also the ship armor upgrade, which I probably want as well. So we're going to add that into our long queue of research that JD really wants to play with. All right. Whilst that's happening, so that means you guys are done, right? You are done. Excellent. Okay, so now we have a shortcut path through here, which means I'm going to assign you over here. And I want, I want to go left to right. Yep, I want to, mining, flat. I want to come in probably 3 tiles or so all the way along here, which is going to ruin that ramp, which I don't mind. And I want to come in probably like that, which is an awful lot of material we need to move. Awful lot of material to move, but hopefully we can get it removed fairly quickly. Meanwhile, our dirt piles are, well, piled. Yeah. Look, I can probably grab another one of those. Now we're not going to be using this ramp anymore and put you here. Sure. And you are hooked up to logistics? You are. Okay, so hopefully that gets that sorted. And you guys are digging down and we're trying to find the bottom of the limestone so we can go from there. Where the hell are your trucks? What are you doing? You're taking, oh my gosh. Can you please put the dirt here, 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 or here? Wow. Okay. All right. And I might also coal boxes. You're full, and you're half full. All right, I'll take that as a win. Actually, no, there was one other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to pull 2 guys off this and 2 guys off this, and I want to put a new tower. We're just going to copy you and edit area. That. Can I get you built? And we're going to, well, just want to assign 2 actually. And we're going to put in storage. Can I get a little bucket into a big bucket? We're going to have you be sand. That one. And you are going to be, well, copy, paste. You're going to be sand with an empty on you. We're going to assign you to this bucket and build that. I want to start clearing out this bit of sand. I really like this gone. I just really want to have the sand. This sand is closer than the sand, obviously, at the coastline. And as for the coastline, we are trying our absolute hardest, well, to get around the coastline and give ourselves a bit more of a direct route to the sand. I'll show you in just a second. After we mark, oh God, this is going to be painful to get rid of. It's all right. We'll just dig our way in. It'll be fine. Diggy boys like digging. Okay, there to there to there to there. Yep, that does not at all look like a nightmare. And I wonder if that's buried into the ground. It doesn't look like it. I think it's on the surface. I guess we'll find out when we get there. Okay, you don't have a rock bucket. You're assigned to there, which will dump it in the sea. All right, over here, we are leveling off this side, working our way around this way, but we also have a dump, and I'm going to try and get a path all the way around the outside so we could take sand from here, and rather than driving it all the way around, we could sort of take a shortcut scenic route, you know, around the Seabreeze way. That's the hope. But of course, that's going to require an awful lot of dumping to get this and this to join together. All right, back to what I was saying. I also have notifications about cannot store food. So I'm going to say plenty of food. Just, guys, eat some more food. Be fat if you're fat and you're happy, and then you'll give me more uni. All right. Research. Digging teams. Okay, whilst we wait, you. Can I just babysit you guys for a second and have you come to this problem? All right, research. All right, so going down my list, biodiesel. Biodiesel allows you to turn chem plant. It's in a chem plant. Chem plant. Allows you to turn ethanol and cooking oil into diesel. Okay, now anybody who's asked, because I've been asked many times, should I do this? Is this a good idea? The answer is no. Don't do it. It's going to cost you an awful lot of farms to make an awful lot of, well, ethanol comes from corn mash and sugar, and cooking oil comes from soybeans and canola. Get it from canola, don't get it from soybeans, to make not much diesel. If you're super late game and you really want to challenge, by all means. You have too much resources. Can you get a second truck, please? Okay, and where's that tower? That. And problem's done. Okay, you guys can now move further forward because I'm now happy, and it's important to keep me happy. All right, so it's possible, just don't do it. Soybean farming means we can now plant soybeans. Biodiesel, we just spoke about that. Chicken farm, I would really like to get chicken farming up and running. It's under food. Chicken farm is where that animal feed goes. The problem is I need to stabilize food an awful lot before we try and turn excess food into, well, animal feed, which means I need to add some belts. Do some things with some belts to actually have it automated, which probably means I need to do something about power. I also need to do something about, actually belting together our food. At the moment, our farms are, we've got 4 farms here, which are what I would refer to as our main 4, because these guys have fertilizer. I have these 3 farms, which are mainly corn to make sure we have medical. Also, of course, the tree saplings. And then I've got another 2 farms we threw down here because, well, it kept saying that I didn't have enough food, and then now we're doing plenty of food. So we probably have plenty of food. In fact, we still can't store some food. Can I? Plenty of food. Plenty of food, Mark 2. Have plenty of food. Low food supply. It just means you guys need to actually deliver stuff harder. Oh, the box is full. Never mind. I take that back. Don't try and deliver things faster and harder. Eat it harder, please. Yeah, we're just not consuming enough potatoes. Okay. It's fine. We've got plenty of food. It's fine. So, yeah, I need to actually link all that together with some belts before we get into chicken farming. Mixer Mark II. The Mixer Mark II is General Machines. It's a bigger and better mixer. All the recipes run twice as fast. Costs the same amount of people, but twice the amount of power. And I think you still need maintenance 1. Yeah, still need maintenance 1, and I believe it's exactly twice the amount of maintenance. It is. So Mixer 2 is great, but I don't have a need for Mixer 2 at the moment. The only one I could probably turn to a Mixer 2 would be this one. I could upgrade you to a Mixer 2 and then pause that one permanently. That's really all I could do mixers wise. And that beep was bigger and better vehicles. Can I build that, please? And then we can set you to do mega vehicle parts and unpause you. And blueprints. I want to talk about blueprints again for 1 second. Update 1. No. Vehicle part depot. Okay, so we put down originally, actually I don't even think we originally put down the tier 1 blueprint. We went straight to tier 2. So the tier 2 blueprint allows you, tier 1 allows you to place down what you need to start with and then upgrade it into tier 2. I will upgrade the depot to the vehicle depot Mark 2 because it is the same footprint as the vehicle depot Mark 1. From there, I need buildings for vehicles. I need to rip down and rebuild. The Mark 3, that's the one I want, which would go... There's a power plant in the way. Really? There's a power plant in the way. Okay, so it's not like there's a building I can put in that will just extend the drive shaft out, so I could just make a gap. Pick up that. Just put it here for a second. I don't need that because this is the main drive shaft. This runs flat out all the time. This is our primary shaft. You just over a tile, please. Copy 2 of those. Put them in there. Put you back. Remove that. cut that. Okay. No. I could put it over here. I gotta bring steam over, high pressure steam over, and depleted steam back. So I could put in some bridges, and we could put that here. It means trucks can't access it. Is that an issue? Sort of. I sort of need to have them be able to access the yellow box for vehicle parts too. Just so when we upgrade vehicles, they can pick up the old recycled vehicle parts and drive them around the outside and drop them in the box. So I'd have to leave a gap. I'd also have to put in a number of bridges, like at least one, maybe two. Okay, I got a new idea. It's a bad idea, but I'm a big fan of bad ideas. We're going to use this button, and we're going to go from here to here. Because it's going to be easier to rip everything up than it is to rip everything up and rebuild it. And we're going to move it closer to our new terrace wall rather than leaving it where it is. It also means that all this stuff needs to go away. And Unity again, so all the buildings go away, back to blueprints. Parts depot number 3. By the way, if you, like I said, if you want these blueprints, I link up the top right-hand corner the video on these particular blueprints, and that'll tell you how they're built, how to put them together, and just as importantly, where to get them from. We're going to run you into... Nope. I'm going to run you at height 2. Nope. Please, to there. And then you can plug into that tank. We're going to get that built. And straight away, there's parts I don't need to have built. That's vehicle parts 1 recycling, which we obviously don't have. I don't want you. I do want to upgrade you, and you. And you are a fuel station Mark II already. Okay, we're going to upgrade all of those. And I still need a glass. Height 2. You really? You can't make that jump over the front. Okay, well, fine. No, height 3, please. To here. Height 2. Can you get down? You can. Okay, because that's the glass input for this particular build, because it's just, it just happens to exist here. All right. So, new vehicle depot, which now means I can make, well, the big boy trucks. We're going to straight away put an alert on this. Tell me if you're full. Also, a second alert on this if you're full. Yep, I'm obviously going to have to bring back in all my vehicle parts 1. We're also going to have to bring in the mechanical parts, the blah. Actually, technically, there's vehicle parts 1 now, probably in you. 14 of them. I don't care. That's not worth the travel time. All right, I do want to get 2 of these guys done. So we're going to get 2 of those guys done. There are 120 vehicle parts too, which is bloody expensive. It's going to take a while. Also, I didn't have all this stuff re-delivered. What's your issue? Oh, you're trying to... Oh, please don't try and deliver diesel. Please don't. Go deliver something else. Okay. All right, crude resources getting low. That's what I was hoping for. All right, we're down to 19%. I'm going to close that, and when it pops back up again, hopefully it'll be the it's now empty notification. All right, can I go... It's saying food is low. Maybe it is. I don't honestly know. All right, okay, back into research. So, Mixer 2 we just spoke about. Stacks production. Stacks are food. They're another food type, which is... we'll get into. We're going to spend a whole episode or 5 or 10 on food in the future. Food packing, and the only reason food packing is there is for contracts. I don't have access to the contract. Oh, no, I do. Pack food. Food packs. You can trade basically food for different resources with contracts. That's the only reason you need to do food packs. Honestly, food's expensive. Food's expensive in time, labor, manpower, water, maintenance. I tried to do food packs in my previous series. Wouldn't highly recommend it. Okay, greenhouse. Greenhouse is something I'm going to get into, but we're going to cover that with food in a future episode. Shipping battle, Silicon Electronics 2, which we already obviously have up and running. Box. Partially full, not full. No, they are running. Yeah, no, they are running. Yeah, they're all running. Okay. So we've already got those. Electrolyzer 2. Electrolyzer 2 is just a bigger and better version of the electrolyzer. If we put you down and we put you down, every recipe runs twice as fast. Twice as fast? 3 times? 4 times as fast. Wow. Wow, that's a lot faster. Power-wise, 900 compared to 3.6, so 4 times the amount of power. 1 extra employee and double the maintenance. If you need a couple of electrolyzers, use the electrolyzer 2 rather than a couple of ones. We're going to turn off plenty of food. Okay, so that's that one. Shipping battle, location explored. Oh, we found microchip technology. Okay, we're nowhere near that. Rotary kiln gas. Rotary kiln gas is these guys. Smelting. Arc furnace, which we already used for electronics. Silicon reactor we use for electronics. Gas. Cool. We already spoke about this previously. You run on gas, so either fuel gas or hydrogen. Don't forget, we already have hydrogen down here in the crater to feed these guys. And you run at twice the speed, which means I could replace the 4 of these with 2 of these, which would be handy, would be great, except eventually I'm going to get the bigger and better concrete mixer, which also runs at twice the speed. When we unlock that technology, we get that up and running, that's the point where I'll actually worry about upgrading my rotary kilns. So that's that one spoken about as well. Shipping battle, location explored. We got canola seeds, location explored. We discovered a limestone quarry some time ago. Location explored. We just got loot. Location explored. More loot. Location explored. We found a quartz mine sometime in the past. We discovered another oil rig. So hang on. How many oil rigs do we have now? 1 oil rig, 2 oil rig, 3 oil rig. Okay, so 3 oil rigs so far. And there's another one out there that we haven't captured yet. And I think there's another one on the map. So there's plenty of oil. Plenty. Oh, wow, ship modifications are done. Okay. Shipping battle, location explored. We found the groundwater well. The groundwater well's interesting. It's very expensive. It's not repaired, so I can't show you the stats on it. But it's unlimited clean water for no fuel cost. It just costs you people and maintenance. Also shipping, so it costs you diesel. I'm not a fan of the groundwater well, but it's technically there if you find yourself really short on groundwater. Shipping battle, location explored. We found loot. We found a new settlement. I meant to right click, left click, right click. Yep. Radar system 2, which we've already researched now. Fruit seeds. Yeah, we haven't done that research yet. We'll come back for that. Shipping battle. We found nuclear energy because we found the uranium mine. Okay. So we have... Where is the uranium mine? That's sulfur. Uranium. Okay, so we do have a uranium mine out here. I do want to get you repaired at some stage. We're going to hit the repair button early and we'll get around to clicking on that. Coal mine. Don't need coal. We have construction parts 4, which we already have up and running. And in fact, well, there's already 600 in the box. Research lab, next level of research, which we're doing right now. Canola, which is, well, like I said, that's the recipe you really want to use if you want to make vegetable oil. It's not called vegetable oil. It's called cooking oil. Ship bridge 2-3, which we've already put on the ship. Fuel tank upgrade, which we've already put on the ship. Mega vehicles, which we already have up and running. And also vehicle management. So now we can build an extra 20 trucks. But we're still waiting on our first mega dumpy truck to come out. Okay. Low supply of coal. Oh, that's bad. Can I... It's just because you guys are driving further and further and further. We're going to give you an extra truck. And I'm going to give you an extra diggy boy because that's linked to power. We're going to pull one off you, and then I'm going to assign you to here. And if we go through and we find the right one, you have a very long drive ahead of you. Your other option is we click this button, at which point you magically appear up here, and then you can drive out, and the coal mine is over on your left. Saves a whole lot of time, also an awful lot of diesel. Okay, chicken farm we've spoken about. Okay, so that leaves us household goods, settlement recycling, and thermal storage. We're not going to get to any of those, obviously, today's episode. Thermal storage, I haven't honestly played with yet, and I keep getting asked about it, so I will tell you the same thing that I've told many people when I've been asked about it. I'm not sure exactly what to use it for. Well, at this stage of the game. Where it is in the tech tree, I don't know why you would use it. Okay, so thermal storage. If you put in a high pressure steam, so we put in 600 high pressure steam without 600 depleted steam, and that puts in X amount of heat value. When we add in water, it pulls out Y amount of heat value, so there is a loss here, and it turns the water straight into high pressure steam, which is really, really handy in the fact that we can now store power as steam. The catch is, and this is the real big catch, is if I'm producing extra steam, I should probably turn it into something right there and then. There are very, very, very few circumstances when you want to hold on to extra steam for some reason. Nuclear power is possibly one of them, but that's really about it. Like even when I had the, where are we? The biomass and the animal feed, I just fed them into a boiler. And then I already found, I just found somewhere I happened to be using steam and plugged it into the exact same spot. So the steam got used straight away. I don't have a need to store steam. Now, much later in the game, actually in the current tier of research we're in, yes, no? Yes, we have solar panels. Solar panels is the point of maybe you have excess power because it's a very, very hot sunny day and therefore solar's doing really well. And therefore you can store up excess power with the electric boiler, which is here. So you could take excess power with the electric boiler to turn water into steam to then store it for later. And what's something that actually uses power? Yeah, let's go with you. Okay. There is now this option here, which is use surplus power only. So I can put in a power plant that's, hey, this is surplus power. This is only spare power. Yes, and with that option turned on, you could then have your steam storage tank, your thermal storage, have steam go into it from your electric boilers, etc., you know, as a backup. Your other option is electrolyzers. You could run these when you have excess power to create hydrogen and then have either store the hydrogen for when you need it or turn the hydrogen directly into steam to then run into the thermal storage, which you can then pull out when you need that steam back. Yes. So yeah, not sure. Okay, so what I want to do is, you have a problem of wherever the hell you're trying to drive, you probably can't get to because you have, well, the base is not designed for how big you is. So we're going to keep Mr. Haul Truck out of the way by assigning him to here and not assigning those two. You are just going to have the job of dumping stuff for right now. We do have a problem with water reserves now because, well, I'm pulling water off for a number of things and I haven't gone around fixing this yet. And power is still okay. And okay, that is that done, and we're getting another one on its way, very, very slowly. But one thing I do want to, do I want to fix power? Sort of need to fix power. I also sort of need to fix this. All right, let's fix the water problem at least. Okay, water. I have this water pipe here. No, not that water pipe. That water pipe. This water pipe. This water pipe comes to this balancer, and then it sends off water off to oil. And that water comes from, well, all our exhaust scrubbing, which was running overtime not that long ago, and now is barely moving because, well, we've removed most of the smelters from here. I do need to grab the exhaust from down here at some stage and deal with it. The catch is, well, that's one exhaust pipe. Well, you output 36 exhaust, and I have 36 multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 8 of you. Plus another 1, 2, 3. So it's actually 11 of you. Plus 1, 2, 3. So that is 14 of you. Plus you output another 18, and you guys output 9 apiece. So what's that? Plus 18 plus 37? 559 exhaust. That is 2 pipes worth. I'd have to grab 2 pipes worth of exhaust total and goat pipe them all the way up here before I can even start worrying about how to process them. And the answer is, well, we've already got a pipe. Yeah, we only ran a pipe, right? Yeah, we only ran a pipe of exhaust. So I'd have to run 2 dedicated pipes of exhaust into this system, which won't cope with that much exhaust to then, yeah, it's a later problem. What is, oh gosh, you're still low? I sort of don't want you to, so the problem is we're digging through crap, okay? You're assigned to rock, you're assigned to dirt, you're assigned to coal and coal. And where is that extra truck? 5. 1. Oh, really? Okay. That's half the problem. All right, you. Can I assign this? I thought you stayed digging closest to the tower. Can I assign you there to, well, here? Okay. You are assigned to that tower, right? Cool. Recovery. All right. They're digging through dirt and rock, and it keeps falling into the mine, which means not every bucket load is going to be nothing but coal, which is problematic. Also, it's a long way back out to this bucket. So we're going to throw another truck at the problem. We've already got 5 excavators, so hopefully that's enough, especially if the 5th one actually bothers to show up and help out. Thank you. And hopefully that fixes that problem. All right. Okay, so household goods and recycling we're going to get to in a future episode. And I just noticed wood is empty. You don't have import on. Okay, wood is empty. Can I grab, where does wood go? Wood goes here, 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 here. All right, can I grab a wood box, please? And you are going to go here. Yes, you go into there and build, and that whole belt can go away, which means it's no longer going to block this path. And you have import on, and you are now a keep full box, which means we're back to tree harvesting, which means, where are my tree harvesters? You are going to need a second truck again, and you are going to need a second truck again, because you guys have been running on 1 truck for a long time. In fact, I'm probably going to have to make a waypoint station. Yeah, let's do that. Can I do storage? Can I do unit storage? Big one here and here. Wood please. Wood request on, and you export to here, and we're going to remove that. Okay, so the idea is you're going to put wood into this box, which will be marked as empty, and then a truck from the general trucking crew will come and take the wood out of there. Also means that I'm now going to cut you back to 1 truck a piece, because it should be fine, because there's going to be a very short route from here to here for you guys to dump wood. The only time it might be a bit of a delay if you go get fuel. Cool, you want a wood truck anyway. Whole truck. Okay, that's the second one built, and we're going to assign you to here as well, and that should be more than enough to keep up with the 200 belt coming up here. Yeah, it's still only 200. We don't have the other belt running at full speed yet. Okay, we might go to you. Yes, can I have you, if the first box is full, dump the second box? Let's see if that helps. Because if I get 2 belts coming up here with 2 dump trucks, we might just bite the bullet and put in... We might bite the bullet and put in 2 dedicated... Either 2 dedicated buckets, or actually feed both belts in 1 bucket. That way makes way more sense. All right. Water is getting low. I want to try and solve that in the next episode. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do it in the next episode, because next episode I want to do food. I want to do food at the same time. We're just going to stock up on a whole bunch of parts for now, because when we build this, it's going to increase our diesel usage, which I'm not at all worried about. What I am worried about is upgrading diggers at the same time as upgrading the dump trucks, because having a mega excavator that carries 60 in 1 bucket, and then having a truck that only carries 60 as is a bit of a problem. Also, like I said, these guys can't really get around the place, and you can't mix a whole truck with a standard size excavator. So we need to upgrade these to here, and then at the same time pair them up with a haul truck, which means I need to have some spare parts. So we're just going to leave this running for a little while. We actually have plenty of storage, so I'm probably going to do that, and we'll have an alert for full and empty. yeah, when the alert goes off and says it's empty, we'll remove the uni boost. In the meantime, we're making decent amounts of uni, and hopefully we can get back on top of our tree problem. Yeah, I don't know how much tree space we need, because I haven't really done the maths on it yet. I haven't been worried. We'd had so much saved up. It was a later jetty problem, which now means it's a me problem. Yay. And you. I sort of want you to keep digging sand. Yeah, we're gonna do bad things. Because I'm very good at doing bad things. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the answer. I'm also no. We do know it's on the surface, so that's something we know at least. Anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode with some mega diggy boys and some mega trucky boys. Anyway, that's it. We're out. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye.